Virginia. Woo! My career is skyrocketing, ladies and gentlemen. I made it here. I chose Virginia on purpose. I'll tell you why. I love it here. I love it coming down here. You know why? Because this is traditional America here, my friends. This is old-fashioned James Madison America. This is Thomas Jefferson America. This is George Washington America. You know what I love about you people? You are what we were. You go to church. You don't apologize for it. And better yet, you hunt, you fish, and you don't apologize for it. I love that about you people. That's America. Not a bunch of people lockstep with the politically correct. Oh, don't shoot the animals. They might get their feelings hurt. Oh, this is Virginia. You people don't even pretend to be animal rights activists. You know, you guys are like, see the bunny, shoot him, eat him, make a hat out of the rust. Hey, he's a cute bunny. Yeah, he was a cute bunny. Is that a snake? No, that's a boot right there. Put that bad boy on. That's America. Cut it, eat it, wear it. If you got a head left over, don't hide it somewhere surreptitiously. Hang it on your wall. That's what I love about you people. I love the South. I just moved to the South. I lived in Southern California most of my life. I moved to Nashville, Tennessee recently. And I got to tell you something. For those of you who still live under the delusion that all Americans are exactly the same, live in California, then moved to Nashville, Tennessee. First off, I must say this, so I got to put in my prompts. I was born in Indiana originally, a very small state called Indiana. That was where I was originally born. I never bring that up. I don't know why. I guess it's because every time I've ever said, hey, I'm from Indiana, you know, there's always some guy in the crowd going, Indiana, I'm from her too. Okay. You know. And usually we're related. So, try to keep it to myself, but I moved to Nashville. It's completely different, and it made me see the difference between conservative America and liberal America, and in some ways, in subtle differences, For example, in California, I noticed it's illegal to smoke in the buildings in California, whereas in Nashville, it's illegal not to smoke in all of the buildings. Everybody down south. I got like grandmothers in wheelchairs on oxygen smoking. Watching their 3-year-olds on tricycles smoking. Everybody. They can't smoke enough down here. I'm telling you, the state motto of Tennessee is, I don't know if you're aware of that. But they smoke there. I mean, because it's the South. That's what I'm saying, you people. You grow tobacco, you make cigarettes, you don't care. I love that. I love it. It'd be hard growing up as a kid, though, down south. Johnny, you don't get up from there till you finish that cigarette. Daddy, I don't like menthol. Hush up, your sister's eating a skull, not saying a word. That would be rough, but we're here now, and I like coming here. I love the whole South, the Midwest, because you're regular people, you're traditional American. But I got to tell you this, I can't drive here. I cannot drive in Virginia. You know why? You have way too many signs on the freeways, and they're strange and unusual signs. See, I learned to drive in Los Angeles, California. People think LA's hard. LA's easy. 8 billion miles of freeways, one sign, maximum speed, 65. Good luck. Go! Not in Virginia. No, you've got way too many signs, and they're never helpful signs. They're always warning you about something that's about to go wrong. Weird phenomenon that I didn't know was still happening in the year 2003. And you've gotten used to it and adapted. That's how amazing you people are. I'm not used to this. I'm not hardy enough yet. I don't want to get used to a sign warning me about an animal that might leap out. Get a zoo, for crying out loud. First time I see deer cross, I'm like, why did they let them on? If you got deer jumping out on the road, that's not put up a sign problem. That's put up a wall problem. You know what I'm saying? That's dig a moat. That's put them on a leash. Somebody invented barbed wire. Use it, for crying out loud. You got deer jumping out on the road and you act like that's normal. Yeah, it's normal if you live in a cartoon. What do? Jump out in top hats? Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. So I don't know what's happening, because you got deer jumping out periodically. And then you got the cold weather signs. The cold weather signs. Always written in some cryptic shorthand. Apparently only you people can decipher. Bridge ices before road. I'm like, okay. What do I do? Where's the rest of the information? You're all past me. I got heat on, snowshoes, a walrus. Help me! The bridge is gonna do something! Look out for deer! My favorite one was watch out for tractors. farmer, mind you, but don't they have like a designated, I don't know, field they're supposed to be in? Virginia farmers just run wild periodically. Party! Hey, Clem, grab a combine. Let's go on the freeway. Woo, slow her down. Got this baby up to 3. Let's go race the Amish. Come on. That's right. When all those fails, make fun of the Amish people. Why? Because they have no electronic recording equipment to prove I said anything. And if they did, they couldn't plug it in, so what the heck? Best they can muster up as a scribe. What did he say, Israel? I do not know, Judah. I believe he's dissing our chariot. Good. Laughter, laughter. We have no idea what's going on over here. See, for little people, these guys haven't moved, and they're like stone people. Rushmore, party of 4. Rushmore, party of 4. They get nervous. I know why they do, because people don't know what is coming next. And that's how life should be, because that's what this country is. It's an amazing country, and it's a country that more people want in than want out. And that's how you can tell if a country's great. Do people want in, or do they want out? And more people want in this country than any other. You know why? Because we're better than all the other countries in the world. And I say that. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed of that. Better doesn't mean superior. It means better. People want to come in. And that's what it was. That's what made the country great. You know why? Because it was hard to get here. And that's what we need. We need to make it hard again to appreciate the country that you have. Because people came over on boats years ago. That's how they first got over here. Some people came on boats to escape religious persecution. Some people came on boats and they were being persecuted. Other people came just to get away from the life they had. But we're all here now. And after all these generations, we're Americans. And we got here and it was hard. We took boats and it took months and months, and people brought their kids, and the kids didn't complain. They threw up a lot, but they didn't complain. They just came there, and we got here, and the entire eastern seaboard was created. That wasn't enough. We had to get covered wagons, and we wanted to go west, and we kept going, and they brought their children. That's how respectful people used to be in this country. The kids would take months on the road in covered wagons. They didn't have DVDs. They didn't have radios. They didn't have Game Boys, and the kids didn't complain. They weren't going, are we there yet? You know why? Because there was no there yet. But they kept going, and then we created the country, and the country became great. But then we made cars. Cars was one of our downfalls. Why? They're too fast, too safe. What do I mean? Instant gratification. The problem with Americans now. We want everything now, fast now. We got to make it hard to get someplace, because when it's hard, you appreciate it when you get there. So we got to make the cars more dangerous. First thing we got to do is we got to start taking these airbags out of the cars. Airbags! See, these kids don't know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something, buddy. When I was growing up, they used to have dashboards made out of metal. You got in a wreck, you paid for it. You were weeded out so the good drivers had more room. That's what America was.